Cardi B bursts into tears after what Stefon Diggs said, and the internet wasn't ready. It was supposed to be a quiet moment. No flashing lights. No red carpets. No viral clips waiting to explode. Just a private conversation between two people who, for months, had been the center of non-stop speculation. But sometimes, the most devastating moments happen when no one is watching, until they are. According to sources close to the situation, Cardi B was relaxed that evening. Laughing. Joking. Completely unaware that her world was about to tilt on its axis. Stefon Diggs had been unusually quiet, his energy different, his smile forced. Cardi noticed, but she didn't push. Not yet. Then he spoke. At first, his voice was calm. Careful. Measured. The kind of tone someone uses when they've rehearsed a sentence 100 times but still don't know how to say it without hurting someone. Cardi listened, nodding, assuming this was just another serious conversation about life, schedules, or the endless noise surrounding their names. But then he said that. The room went silent. What Stefon Diggs admitted wasn't shouted. It wasn't dramatic. That's what made it worse. He spoke honestly, about pressure, expectations, the weight of being constantly watched, and the fear of becoming something the world wants instead of who he truly is. He confessed that the scrutiny around their connection had begun to affect him more deeply than he ever let on. And then came the sentence that shattered Cardi. He told her that sometimes, he didn't know if love was enough to survive the storm they were standing in. Cardi froze. At first, she laughed, softly. A nervous reflex. The kind you do when your heart hasn't caught up to the meaning of the words yet. She asked him to repeat it. He didn't. He just looked at her, eyes heavy, jaw tight. That's when her expression changed. Her smile faded. Her shoulders dropped. Her eyes filled instantly. Witnesses say Cardi didn't scream. She didn't throw things. She didn't storm out. Instead, she broke down completely, covering her face, shaking her head over and over as tears streamed down uncontrollably. The kind of crying that doesn't care who hears it. The kind that comes from deep inside your chest when disappointment meets love. She reportedly asked him, through tears, "So what am I supposed to do with my feelings?" That question alone says everything. For someone like Cardi, bold, outspoken, fearless, this moment hit differently. Because it wasn't about rumors, or blogs, or trolls. It was about vulnerability. About realizing that even when you give your heart fully, the other person might still be unsure how long they can hold it. Stefon didn't walk away. In fact, sources say he reached for her, trying to comfort her, telling her he cared deeply. But sometimes reassurance comes too late, especially after a truth lands like a punch to the soul. By the next morning, whispers began circulating. Fans noticed Cardi's silence online. No tweets. No Instagram stories. No playful posts. Meanwhile, a short clip of Stefon from an unrelated appearance surfaced, his face serious, distant, almost haunted. That was all it took. The internet exploded. Something happened. She's heartbroken. That wasn't just a rumor. Fans flooded timelines with theories, support messages, and emotional reactions. Some defended Stefon's honesty. Others stood firmly by Cardi, saying she deserved certainty, not hesitation. And many simply felt the pain, because heartbreak doesn't care if you're famous. What made this moment even more powerful is how human it was. No villains. No scandals. Just two people facing a truth that love alone doesn't always silence fear. As of now, neither Cardi B nor Stefon Diggs has publicly addressed what was said behind closed doors. But those close to Cardi say she's taking time for herself, leaning on family, focusing on her children, and processing emotions that can't be rushed. Because when words hit that deep, tears are only the beginning. And sometimes, the most heartbreaking thing someone can say isn't, "I don't love you." I don't know if this can survive. Cardi B bursts into tears after what Stefon Diggs said. No one saw it coming. What started as a calm, almost routine evening quickly turned into one of the most emotionally charged moments fans have ever witnessed, one that left Cardi B completely broken down in tears, and the internet in absolute disbelief. The calm before the storm. It was late. The city lights outside shimmered through the massive windows of Cardi's penthouse, the kind of quiet luxury that usually brings peace. Cardi had just finished a long day, studio sessions, meetings, phone calls, and all she wanted was comfort. Stefon was there, unusually quiet, pacing slowly, his mind clearly elsewhere. Fans would later replay every second of the live stream clip, saying the signs were there all along. She laughed softly, trying to lighten the mood. "Why you acting like that? You good?" she asked, half smiling. He didn't answer right away. That silence changed everything. "I need to say this out loud." Stefon finally stopped pacing. He looked at her, not with anger, not with distance, but with an intensity that made Cardi's smile slowly fade. "I need to say this out loud," he said quietly. The room felt heavier. Cardi straightened up. Her playful tone disappeared. "Say what?" she replied. Stefon took a deep breath, the kind people take before dropping words they know can't be taken back. "I don't think you realize how much you carry, and how lonely you've been carrying it." The words that broke her. That was it. Cardi's face changed instantly. Her eyes filled with tears she didn't expect, tears she didn't even try to stop. Stefon continued, voice steady but emotional. "You're always strong for everybody. For your kids. For your fans. For the world. But nobody ever stops to ask who's strong for you." Cardi tried to laugh it off, waving her hand like she always does when emotions get too close. "Boy, stop," she said. But her voice cracked. Stefon wasn't done. "I see you crying when the cameras are off. I see the nights you pretend you're fine. And it kills me that I didn't say this sooner." That's when Cardi lost it. Cardi breaks down completely. She covered her face with both hands as sobs ripped through her chest. Not cute tears. Not dramatic tears. Real. Ugly. Uncontrolled tears. "I be doing everything," she cried. "Everything. And people still say it's not enough." Stefon moved closer, but didn't interrupt her. He let her cry. He let her release years of pressure, judgment, expectations, and pain. "I don't get to be tired," she continued through tears. "I don't get to fall apart." Stefon finally spoke again, soft, but powerful. "You do with me." Those 3 words hit her harder than anything else. She collapsed into his arms. The moment fans can't stop talking about. When the clip leaked, just a short moment, nothing flashy, the reaction was immediate. Fans noticed how Stefon held her like he was anchoring her to the ground. One hand on her back. One hand cradling her head. No cameras. No performance. Just raw emotion. Social media exploded. "This is the realest Cardi B we've ever seen. That man saw her soul. Why am I crying like I know them personally?" Some fans admitted they replayed the clip multiple times, trying to understand how a few honest words could completely undo one of the strongest women in entertainment. What Stefon said next shocked everyone. As Cardi slowly calmed down, wiping her face, Stefon whispered something that wasn't caught clearly on camera, but fans swear they heard it. "I'm not here for the spotlight. I'm here. For you. Even when you don't know how to ask." Cardi nodded silently, still shaking, her makeup ruined, lashes clinging to tears. She finally spoke again. "Why nobody ever say things like this before it's too late?" Stefon answered without hesitation. "Because most people don't listen long enough to notice." Aftermath, silence, then chaos. Cardi didn't post that night. No tweets. No Instagram stories. No jokes. That silence said more than any caption ever could. The next morning, one cryptic post appeared. Sometimes the strongest people just want to be held. No names. No explanations. But everyone knew. Final thoughts. This wasn't drama. This wasn't publicity. This was two people colliding emotionally in a moment that couldn't be staged. And for once, Cardi B, loud, fearless, unstoppable Cardi B, was just a woman who needed someone to finally see her. And when Stefon Diggs said those words, she didn't just cry. She finally let go. Broken heart.
도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿한 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿한 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 있어. 아래엔 간혹 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 하늘을 보고 또 다른 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼